Based on the system in our country, there are about 1,980 institutions that must be audited. According to the Audit Act and the Constitution, all of these institutions must be audited by the Auditor General. This is difficult to do practically. There is also a deadline for the audits to be completed. The audit report must be presented 3 months after receiving the financial statements. The working report should be submitted to Parliament. This does not happen practically. Several other amendments have also been proposed to the Audit Act. The IMF has also contributed to this. The provisions relating to granting the Auditor General the power to impose surcharges. There are various discussions ongoing regarding if it would be fair to grant the Auditor General the power to impose a surcharge after having prepared the report. But at Customs, they can impose a surcharge, and they are the ones who investigate as well. I don't understand why these matters related to natural justice are brought forward when speaking about the Auditor General alone.
natural justice කියන එක ඉස්සරහට එන්නේ කියන එක මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ ඒක එහෙම වෙන්නේ කියන එක.
මම කෝප් එකේ අපි ගිය අවුරුද්දේ අපි දැක්කා.
We saw discussions being held last year in the Committee of Public Finance as well as regarding implementing these for about 10 years. Isn't there a mechanism like that?
ක්‍රමවේදයක් නැද්ද තාම?
අපේ රටේ ක්‍රමවේදයක් නැහැ. ඒක තමයි ඇත්තටම තියෙන මෙතන තියෙන කනගාටුම කාරණාව. මේක සම්බන්ධයෙන් යම්කිසි ආකාරයකට IMF එකත් කලින්
We still do not have a mechanism like that. That is the sad part here. The IMF had held discussions with the Auditor General previously. They asked me what is the effectiveness of implementing these recommendations. I had to inform them that 95% of these recommendations are not implemented. That is the reason why even the general public is of the opinion that all of these matters are only limited to discussions. We present these reports and then they are tabled in Parliament. The reports are forwarded to the relevant institutions. The law states that those institutions must report back to the Auditor General on the progress of implementing these recommendations. These two committees present reports to Parliament, then these matters are debated in Parliament and those are forwarded to the relevant institutions. The standing orders state that the relevant minister and the finance minister must report back to Parliament within 8 weeks on the steps being taken regarding the recommendations. There is no mechanism in Parliament to review if those recommendations were implemented.
පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ ඒක පරීක්ෂා කරන්න ඒකට ගියාමාට මොකද්ද කියලා පරීක්ෂා කරන්න ක්‍රමවේදයක් නැහැ.
ඒතර මොකද්ද තියෙන recommendation එක මේක ඉක්මනට solve කරන්න?
එකක් තමයි අර surcharging power.
One is to grant the power to impose a surcharge that will create some sense among state officials against causing losses to the government.
මොකක් හරි මේ government එකට loss එකක් කරොත්
අවුරුදු 5ක් පඩි ගෙවලා ගෙවපු පඩිය recover කරගන්න කියලා surcharge එකක් ඇවිත් කාගෙන්ද recover කරගන්නේ?
ඒ අදාළ පුද්ගලයාට surcharge certificate එක.
The Auditor General will issue the surcharge certificate to the relevant individual. It doesn't matter if there were local government members or not. The surcharge certificate can be issued through the existing commissioner.
surcharge certificate issue වෙනවා.